this is a story of theft worthy of a James Bond movie. This theft turned Venice into superpower and one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. Hi, I'm Rok and I'm a tour guide, and this is one of top Venice attractions, St. Mark's Basilica. It is filled with amazing art, artifacts and relics, and some of them were actually stolen. But the crown jewel of stolen artifacts is the very symbol of Venice, stored inside this basilica for the last 1200 years. The theft was so grand that even after 12 centuries, its symbol is still visible around different countries. Please smash the like button to help out this video, and then enjoy the story. Saint Mark is a patron saint of Venice, and obviously the most important figure, has the main square and the main church are named after him. Even the very symbol of Venice is actually the Lion of Saint Mark. But Saint Mark wasn't the first patron saint of Venice. That was Saint Theodore, a Greek warrior saint. Game for political power and international influence replaced Saint Theodore with much more prominent patron saint. You see, in the Middle Ages, bones of saints had a superstar status, and relics were a big business. They were attracting pilgrims and raising the importance and power of cities and countries. And on the top of the list were relics of the apostles. And if this apostle happened to be one of only 4 evangelists, that was a very big deal, as it is in the case of Saint Mark. When Republic of Venice was born in year 697, it was dominated by Mediterranean superpower Byzantine Empire. Venice was looking for ways to increase its diplomatic and political power and free itself from Byzantine Empire. And one of the ways to increase its power was to gain important relics. So Venice was on the hunt. They soon find a perfect relic of an apostle, but to get it, they needed a plan worthy of a James Bond movie. It all began about 19 years after the ascension of Jesus, when one of Jesus' apostles and one of only 4 evangelists named Mark traveled to Alexandria in Egypt. There he founded the Church of Alexandria, where he stayed till the rest of his life and where he got buried. In 6th and 7th century, Arabs conquered most of North Africa, including Alexandria. Despite Arabs' conquest, St. Mark's Christian Church managed to survive until it was under a threat by the Arab governor of Alexandria. At that precise time, in year 828, a group of Venetian merchants showed up. They came to the very church in Alexandria that was still holding a body of its founder and apostle St. Mark. As experienced merchants, Venetians managed to persuade priests to hand them over the body of St. Mark. But the hard part was to get the famous St. Mark's body out of Alexandria unnoticed. To do so, Venetians first replaced famous saint's body with another one so no one would notice that St. Mark was gone. Then they put saint's body in barrels filled with pork fat and cabbage leaves. This way, they could smuggle the body out of the church and to their ship. But there was one final inspection before they could sail out of Alexandria. they had to go through Arabs' custom control. On passing the custom barrier, Venetian merchants reported their goods as pig. Since Muslims are not permitted to eat pork, Arab guards were not interested in inspecting the ship's cargo too closely. That is how Venetian merchants have stolen St. Mark's body and brought it here in Venice. They've replaced its patron Saint Theodore with St. Mark and built this huge basilica to hold his relics, where they still rest until this day. The story about the grand path of St. Mark's relics is proudly displayed on mosaics on the arches above the entrance to the basilica. Since relics were very powerful, Venetians gained international political power and influence. They were so proud of their new patron saint that the Lion of St. Mark, representing Mark the Evangelist, became the official symbol of Venetian Republic. As Venice increased its power and its territories over the next centuries, it also spreaded the symbol of the winged lion. Every town under Venetian control had the winged lion depicted on portals of every major buildings and above city gates. That is why the symbol of Mark the Evangelist as the symbol of Venetian Republic can still be seen in many towns around different countries along the Adriatic coast. Power and wealth collected over 1,000 years brought amazing architecture and art, and in modern times turned Venice into one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to learn more about Venice top attractions, check out the video in the top corner. If you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, or even your own experience about Venice, please share it in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. This way you'll be notified every time I post a new travel video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.